on this computer and we are going to start this training. So we have an amazing lineup tonight. And my subject of the night is, where are my chairwomen at? Can you drop in the chat a CW, if you're a chairwoman? Where are my chairwomen? Let me see that chat blow up if you're a chairwoman. CW. I see you. I see Isaac CWing. I see every single person super excited. So a lot of times, right, as women, we might face a little different, hiccups in our businesses or when we're building this, just because of the fact that we are ladies, that we are women. And I wanted to speak on this subject for not longer than 8 minutes, guys. And it's how to be taken seriously for business in a male-dominated industry such as network marketing and finance. And I'm gonna give you tips that I've learned. And I'm taking this training off of captions that I've written down on my IG posts, because I remember one day being very mad at this weird dude sliding in my DMs and wasting my time. And that day I found out the power in certain key aspects that me as a woman can apply to this business and not only grow faster, but feel better while building it. Because see, a lot of times we don't feel really good. We feel undervalued. We feel underappreciated. We feel overlooked because we think that, all of my upline leaders are share men. None of them are share women. All of the top earners of this company are share men, not share women. And let me just speak some light into you. Girls, we have a power. We dominate, actually, the network marketing industry. We dominate this industry. I don't know the stats right now, but we literally dominate the whole network marketing industry. So let me just speak some facts into you. And I'm going to tell you very quickly, how is it that you can build a business with men? How is it that you can prospect men and not feel either uncomfortable or feel that they're just talking to you for something other than business? And the first thing that I want to speak on is the way that you look. Oh my God, can I start with the most basic thing? Yes, the way that you look. And why am I starting with this? Because I was mentioning in the accountability call this morning that your first impression is your last impression. Your first impression is your last impression. I started off this business, guys, I'm gonna be real. I love my body. I love myself. And I was just I started off this business and I was wearing very cute stuff to the meetings, but then I started noticing that people weren't taking me as seriously as I wanted to. People were looking at my legs and not at my eyes. People were looking at my face and not really hearing my words. And I was like, how can I start shifting that? And I'm not saying you have to switch up your whole wardrobe, but most women dress up for themselves. We really don't dress up for other people. So since we are dressing up for ourselves, let's just make sure that let me mute out, perfect. When we're dressing up for our Instagram pages, when we're dressing up for our meetings, let's make sure that you would take you seriously. Because I'm gonna be very honest, I would not take seriously a girl trying to pitch me a $6.6 million business on a mini skirt. That's me. I wouldn't. I would be very distracted. So I would just highly recommend start looking at the way that you're presenting yourself. And now not just physically, but the way that you speak. I'm not saying present yourself now as, okay, physically, it's how do people view you because of the words that you're saying, because of the conviction that you're speaking with. Make sure, and write this down if you're not taking notes yet. Make sure that you are assertive. If something I've seen Sabrina be, if something I've seen Christina, Marianne, these women are assertive when they speak. It's not like yeah, we can do business. It's yeah, we can do business. I can help you. Do you see the difference? You can't really be shy in understanding the power that this industry have and that you have. All right? And you really need to make this word a part of your personality. Assertiveness will get you very, very far. And with that, you also want to understand that when you're talking to other people, you have to make your objectives very clear. very clear. A lot of people come at me and ask, Rocio, how is it that, I can prospect men on Instagram without them thinking I'm hitting on them? It was like, well, make your objectives clear from the beginning. Don't try and build rapport a normal way at 12 a.m. saying, hey, how's your day going? Like, girl, come on. Hey, are you open for a new business venture? If they start hitting on you, I'm gonna be real. I'm a savage when it comes to this. Yo, are you talking to me about business or not? I don't want to waste your time or mine. You got to be very, very secure and confident when you speak to people. Because the last thing that I want to say is that when you're prospecting, when you're building a business, it's not a thing about if you're a male or a female. It's a thing about posture, man. It's a thing about conviction. It's a thing about how you come across. I've seen men be like, hi, how are you? And I've seen women speak in front of thousands of people. So it's not a thing that you're a girl or that you're a guy. It's a thing of how are you viewing yourself and how confident are you and how much you're portraying this confidence to other people. See, you're not undervalued. You're not overlooked. Actually, I'm just going to say, I know we have the whole organization here, but Anthony's organization has a lot of chairwomen. Literally, I love Gabe. I love all of the top male leaders, but Marianne, Nora, myself, that organization is literally just, I say it's ran by chairwomen. And for my man, and this is the last thing that I want to say, you need to start observing and understanding this key concept. This is the last thing I'm going to say. I remember in the panel, ladies were asked one tip that you could give a male leader on how to lead a woman. And this was the tip that I would have said in that stage. Be their voice, back them up. If they say something, say it again. Because sadly, if I say something and maybe Scotty says the same thing, people are more prone to hear Scotty. Women do this as well. Women would lead, like will follow a man's voice before they follow another girl's voice. I'm not going to even go into the details of this, but it's real. There's statistics. You can look them up. Human resources have done so many researches on this. But you have to understand that the way that you would help a female leader, just make sure that you're in their corner. Just make sure that she's leading, but you're right back there with her. And when she knows she has that confidence, when she knows she's like, I'm going to go out in the world, and if someone gets stupid, I'm going to have you right beside me. You guys are going to completely dominate the market. That would have been my tip. So make sure that you're their backup voice. Let them shine, because girls, we have a lot to do. We got a lot of shining to do. But make sure that you men are being the backup that they need. Make sure that you're given the advice when they are not being heard, and they're always there present for them. And that is my time, guys. I hope I added some value. And I'm going to be bringing up someone very special to my heart. I remember the moment that I met this lady. I was very confused because she was such a boss lady, but she was so like delicate. And I don't consider myself really delicate. I'm very like out in your face, but she was just like, so she was pretty, but she was assertive. And she was just like, how do you even do that? I was learning from her that day. And like, she just came into this business and she smacked Platinum 1000. Like it was like it was her hobby, like simple. I did Platinum 1000. Then she go ahead and smack Platinum 2000. No one knew where she came from, but she just came in leading people, not just in the States, but around the world. And honestly, Kimberly, you are just such a boss, babe. Like, I think more people should hear your voice, because honestly, the way that you communicate just moves. You've been a bot proctor baby. I call you a bot proctor baby all of your life. Like, you've been listening to personal self-development all of your life, and you can just see it in your results and the way that you speak and the value that you're about to drop in this call. So, Kim, I don't know if you can unmute yourself, but can we drop a Kim in that chat if you're excited for the value that she's about to provide? Let's drop a Kim. There we go. There. Now I can hear you.
Yes, Rosie. I love you. Guys, can we all drop a red heart for Rocio in this chat right now? Everyone just go crazy dropping red hearts or P2K. Super, like, wow, Rocio, you inspire me on a daily basis. You are just such an amazing, and you have literally this power inside of you that you move people. I really look up to you every single day. And I really appreciate you for setting up this call, this women's panel, to really show people how it is in the perspective of a woman. Because yes, like you said, we do live in a male dominant world, and people tend to think that people have these mind models that business people are supposed to be men. But we're here to show them that it's not true. Like, we have that potential inside of us to do the same thing too. So I want to start changing these statistics from only 4% of the CEOs being women to it being more than 0.5% being women. Altogether, we can do that. So earlier today, I was reading this book, The 15 Invaluable Laws of Growth by John Maxwell. And in that book, it was saying that people, like, our physical body, when we're children, it grows automatically. So a year passes by and you got taller, you got stronger, you got more courage to face challenges. And for some weird reason, people tend to like have this subconscious belief that our spiritual, our mental, and our emotional growth also happens automatically. But guys, just think about that. It does not. Personal growth has to be intentional. Like, you need to take full ownership of your whole growth process. Like, improvement does not happen by accident. It really happens on purpose. You need to improve yourself every day. And one topic I really wanted to touch upon with you guys is self-love. Because us as women, we really tend to be more emotional. We tend to be more like comparison in ourselves. We overthink a lot. So what I really wanted to talk about is self-love. I want everyone on this call, everyone, even the male, but I'm speaking now mostly to the female, to make yourself the priority. Love yourself more than anything, and like, just anyone, like, just love yourself first. And I really don't mean this of any selfish, like, from any selfish perspective. What I mean with loving yourself and putting yourself first is simply taking a stand, looking at yourself, and making that decision that no matter what, you are going to succeed. You're going to take everything in your power to make all your dreams, all your aspirations, everything come true. Regardless of what people think that you can do, regardless of what people say, oh no, men are better. No, sweetie. You're going to take everything in your power for you to succeed. Having that self-love. Okay, and I was actually like reading this quote earlier today. I'm gonna post it on my story so you guys can all like read it too. And I'm gonna start saying this to myself every day. When I read this, I was like, wow. So it basically says, I'm so beautiful in so many ways. What I have to offer is limitless. My aura is infectious. I radiate love, life, femininity, masculinity, youth, happiness, healing, health, strength, duality. I'm my own healer, protector, opponent, muse. I love myself. After I read this, I was like, sheesh, like, wow, I'm going to be saying this to myself every day. I'm going to post it on my story so you guys can also like screenshot that and start saying that to yourself every day. So another thing is surrounding yourself with people who add value to your life. And not only letting people have impact on you, but you should let yourself be your biggest impact. So don't place a small amount of value on yourself, because rest assured that the world is not going to raise your price. Know your worth, guys. Know it. As ladies, we have so much potential. Like, we have a very big power of influence. That is just like how ladies are. But we just tend to minimize ourselves. But no, like, together, let's grow ourselves. Let's grow each other. Let's encourage each other. And that leads to the second thing, which is the whole comparison thing. Don't compare yourself to anyone else. And especially not your chapter 1 to someone else's chapter 10. I want you guys to realize that we have to start encouraging other women. Like, yes, there are other people who may be better at something than you. People have other strengths, but that's where it all leads into not comparing your weaknesses with someone else's strengths. But realize that you have a gift, realize that you have a potential, you have an influence, and use your strength to come together with other women and together using, just imagine that if everyone is just using our gifts together, using our strengths together, how much bigger and better this world really is going to be. Because yes, like, like we all said before, like I say this all the time, we may be living in a male dominant world. That's true. But people tend to forget that girls run the world. And that is where we step in and we just run it, girls. Let's do this. We do this together as a team. Let's empower other ladies. Let's empower ourselves. Let's build more love for us so we can spread that love in our team. Because if you don't have that love for yourself, you lack the ability to really share value with other people. So have that love, spread it with your team, spread it with the company, spread it with everyone, and let's bring everyone, ladies, males, everyone to the top. Okay, guys, now I'm gonna take myself out of the picture and I'm gonna bring up a boss lady, but like soon to be boss mommy as well. This lady is not only like super amazing in business and has that consistency in business, but she really is the true definition of removing all the mind models that people have and showing people that yes, I can be a boss in the gym, I can be a boss in business, and I'm gonna be a boss mommy too. And I'm just super proud of this girl. She inspires people on a daily basis. So please, everyone, give a warm welcome to Sabrina and drop some sevens. Seven is the number of good luck. Drop some sevens for her.
Thank you so much, Kim. I gotta, give it right back to you. You're just such a boss, babe. I remember seeing you for the first time. You're so elegant and just so graceful. You have that graceness about you, and that's what I admire. You're definitely going to be one of the chairwomen here coming up soon this coming year. So definitely got to get it back to you, and I'm so appreciative of you. With that being said, guys, I wanted to come on here and touch on something that, us as humans, because we all are human here, it can kind of get in the way sometimes, and that's consistency, right? One thing that I want to say about consistency is, in order to have consistency, you have to know your why. You got to keep your eye on your why, because without knowing and having that vision, it's going to be very, very hard to stay consistent, right? And one thing that you got to keep is the vision, right? Write it down, know why you're doing what you're doing in order to stay consistent. Okay, for example, somebody who's trying to lose weight, right? They go to the gym because they know in the back of their head why they're going to the gym, right? Is to lose weight, right? Another example would be me, right? I'm doing this for a greater purpose. I'm not doing it for myself anymore. I'm doing it for my son, right? He's my why. And anytime when I struggle with consistency, I like to think about that, because this gives it a greater purpose of why I need to stay consistent, right? I'm keeping my eyes on my why. Right now, it's literal because I see it in the mirror every day. So that is one thing. Another key point that I feel like I need to touch upon is to ignore your feelings, okay? Us as humans, we can get emotional, and with developing consistency for anything that's worthwhile, we're going to hear this in your head. Well, I don't want to do it. How many times have you guys sat there and you thought really hard and you're just like, man, do I really want to do this? Yes, you should be doing it, but you hear this voice in your head and you fight with yourself, and that's when it comes into play to ignore it. Ignore that voice, because if you let that voice take over, that's when you're in trouble. All right. And you're gonna hear it repeatedly. So that's when your why comes into purpose again. Keep your eye on your why always. And anytime you're trying to stay consistent, those things, that why is always going to be thrown into your face. And then another thing is, I see a lot of people, they beat themselves up a lot if they become inconsistent, right? People are like, oh, well, I became inconsistent with posting, or I came inconsistent with talking to people. And I see them beat themselves up so hard about it that they forget what they need to do to become consistent again, right? They keep thinking, oh, well, since I already did this, I'm just going to give up because it already happened. And one thing is, you can always, always, always start again. Okay, don't beat yourself up for something that is temporary. You know, like I said, we are all humans. We all make mistakes. You know, there could be a time, a couple of days where you become inconsistent. But what's super, super important is that you don't stay there, is that you get back on that consistency wagon, and that you always think about what you need to do to get to where you're going, right? Again, keep your why in the back of your head always. That's why when we launch people, we make them write down their whys, because it's such an important thing to have, right? And then another thing is discipline. Okay, discipline will get you to that mission that you're trying to accomplish, right? That ultimate success that you're trying to get to. Every day, small disciplines will get you to where you need to go, right? Small things are easy to do and easy not to do, right? Going to the gym is easy to do, but easy not to do, because again, that voice in the back of our mind is whining and telling us that we don't want to, or that we can do it later, or we can do it tomorrow. And like I said, ignore that voice, ignore those feelings, and keep your why in the back of your head. And I promise you, you will be consistent AF. Okay, guys? That's my time. I wanted to bring up somebody who I think is super, super awesome. Not only is she awesome, her accent is like super awesome. She is from Italy. And she, honestly, funny story real quick, before I had even joined, I actually saw your profile before I joined, and I thought you were such an interesting person. You know, the language that you spoke, and then you talked about this trading, and you showed charts, and I remember seeing you and then meeting you in person. I was like, oh shoot, this is the person that I saw, you know, on Instagram. I can't wait to hit Chairwoman this year, and I'm so excited to bring you on. Isabella, are you there?
I'm here. Can you guys hear me?
Isa, everybody, let's go ahead and drop a 111 for Isa.
Yeah, do have. Can you
Isa, can everybody hear you?
Isa, you're getting cut off.
Can you hear me?
Okay. Yes, now we can hear you.
Hello, hello.
You're good.
We can hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Yep.
You sure? All right, perfect. If you guys cannot hear me, just give me a call and I'll hop on my phone, okay? So, with that being said, I want to give it back to Sabrina. Sabrina, thank you so much for everything that you've been doing. You are the queen of consistency. You are the queen of all the boss ladies that we have in this group. And I just want to tell you that I appreciate you. I appreciate your future baby, which it's about to pop. I appreciate your boyfriend, and I appreciate just you and everything that goes into your life, because you're just pure energy and a pure person that leads with heart. So thank you so much for everything that you've been doing, that you've done, and that you will be doing. So with that being said, guys, I want to just kick this off, and I want to just start off with a phrase that one of our mentors always tell us, which is, all things are possible for those who believe. Okay, this is a phrase from David Monitier. And I want to just kick this off with this phrase, because I know for a fact that there is some people on this call, some women, some men, it doesn't really matter, that they're at their last try. Some people that think, hey, will I ever be a six-figure trader? Will I ever be a chairman 10, chairman 25, chairman 50, chairman 100, whatever? Will it be worth it, all the years or all the months that I've been grinding and putting things aside? What if I fail? And if you guys found yourself thinking that way, it's okay. We all been there. I believe all the speakers that spoke tonight have been there. And sometimes I feel myself there again, which is okay. There is nothing wrong with you. And I want you to understand this, right? So today, when I was thinking about the topic that I wanted to to talk about, a poem came into my mind. I studied literature back in Italy in different languages, and this poem came into my mind. This poem is from Charles Bukowski, and it's from the 20s. So it's a really old poem, and it says, "The problem with the world is that intelligent people are full of doubts and stupid people are full of confidence." Okay, not to bring down confidence, which is also like having confidence at all, but if you know how to use it, or you use it in the wrong way, that when it's become not so good. If you can still hear me, let me know. All right. So today I wanna give you like a really few tips on how you can put this doubt aside and keep moving forward, because sometimes we get lost in the sauce and thinking, and we just get lost in our thinking. All right. But I want to give you some tips, because I believe that each and every one of us have what it takes to get where we want to go. Each and every one of us have the power to get where we want to go. And you are the only thing that you need to get you out there, okay? So, a lot of people are maybe not scared, or if they're going there or when going there, but probably some of the people, or majority of people, are scared of changes that comes with this rank. Some people are scared of the responsibilities that comes with this rank, or maybe not even that. Some people are just scared to go there and take the first step, because probably they think that they're missing some answers. And this is the point, guys. Like, we do not need to know the answers. Okay, a lot of people in this journey to success, they neglect failure. A lot of people in this journey to success, they neglect humiliation. A lot of people in this journey to success neglect being human and having faults. So the major key that I want to give you guys tonight, that already Sabrina told you, is having vision. Okay, visualize yourself already there. Visualize yourself already dressed in the things that you want to dress, right? Visualize yourself at the rank that you want to be. How can you do that? You can read some books that will brainstorm you into success. Okay, instead, like Rocio said, instead of watching Netflix and brainstorming into some trash going on into the world, just brainstorm yourself into success, right? Also, you can meditate. The other day, actually, I was feeling a little bit down, which is normal. A lot of people are, oh, I'm always happy and always fine. No, we are human too. We are flawed. We have flaws. We have emotions, right? And I called this friend of mine, Clara, which is on this call, my girlfriend, and not my girlfriend, but we just joke about it. He said, Isa, you should be meditating. You should just take some time on yourself and just understanding and visualize where you want to be. And that's what I did. And guess what? I feel better. Okay. So by having vision, you will start accepting failure as part of success, because a lot of people are scared of failing. But when you fail every single day, that's already a success. Failing every single day will bring you to success. A lot of people don't fail, but the people that don't even fail is because they are not even trying, and that's why they're not even getting there, right? A lot of people, like, accepting your vision, accepting yourself already there, will allow you to accept embarrassment. Guys, how many people did I feel embarrassed? Like, I just got stuck in a call, like, oh shit, I forgot a word. I don't remember. I'm embarrassed. I'm red. What should I do? And I close the computer and I cry. And I feel embarrassed, but I know that experience will take me further. I know that this experience will allow me to study better and analyze what I did wrong. And sometimes, like, if you feel embarrassed, put it and laugh. Just laugh. People don't even know what you're about to say. So just laugh about it. Some people don't even never understand what I'm talking about because my accent is so confusing, but they feel good, and they just go ahead your day and laugh about it, right? And also, by having vision, you will accept getting out of your comfort zone, which is really crazy. Sometimes as humans find a way to feel comfort. Human people, like, psychology-wise, don't go out there like, oh, I need to feel uncomfortable, right? But when you know your vision, you know that those steps are necessary for you to get out there. Okay, so be like a horse with the blinders, run your race, And no matter what happened, like around you, no matter what happened, distract boyfriend, girlfriend, this and that, D-rank, up rank, whatever goes on, it doesn't matter, because you're running your own race and you have everything that you need to succeed. You are the only reason that you're here. You brought yourself into your business because you want something more. So don't give up on yourself. Don't give up on the reason why you started. Okay? So with that said, I'm done. My time is over. I want to bring somebody that is not even in my organization, but I understood that she has a huge impact on each and every one of us, because when she popped Platinum 2000, like, I saw her flyers everywhere, like, oh, Christina just popped Platinum 2000, right? What is going on? What is going on? I know for a fact, like, by the enthusiasm of people, when she popped Platinum 2000, and enthusiasm, when she makes money, a lot of money in trading, I know that there is something good right there. You know, she's not just an amazing builder in the company. She popped Platinum 2000, but also I believe she's making even more money trading forex, trading binary option, trading everything. So she knows what she's talking about. She has confidence. She has commitment. She has consistency. So girl, please take over. And I really, really appreciate your time. Thank you, guys.
Thank you. Thank you. Oh my God. Everyone that's been on so far has been fire. Drop an 888 because that's my favorite number. Oh my God. Thank you guys. You guys have been amazing. So, the things that I really want to touch on is like retention and really, really caring for people. So, you know, I'm full-time Army, so I have to do this part-time. So for me, retention is key. It all starts with you. The culture you're creating with your people, the behaviors, you walking the walk. That means the processes that you're doing. Is it duplicatable? Is it something that you can pass down to your leaders? Is it that easy? Do you know the products? Are you on the elite package so that you can be able to help others? I know some leaders out there that are not able to help people in their organization. They got to pass them along. If you want to be a business owner and a leader, you have to walk the walk. Are you launching them correctly? So the launch is so important to me, because there you're going to find out their why. Why are they doing this? Because during that time, you want to plan with them. You want to get their buy-in. You want to invest in what they're doing because you want them to invest in themselves. That is key. That is so important. So that's why, you know, do the launch. Have them send a screenshot so you remember their why. I go through products after that. Sometimes on my launch, I'll do 2 separate sessions. One exactly for the launch, they take their notes, another one for products. I make sure they know Gold Cup, levels, DeLorean, swipe coin scalper. I make them teach me back, like if they're gonna teach a customer they're bringing in. I want them to know a product or two so well that they can teach it, because I know they came in to make money. It doesn't matter the reason that you join. It doesn't matter if you want to be a master educator. It doesn't matter if you want to be a builder. Everybody comes in here to make money. That's it, point blank. And so you got to take accountability as well. You got to take accountability of yourself. Are you setting them up correctly? You got to do this 24/7. Is there something you could do better? Is there something you can sustain? You got to look in the mirror every single day and see where you can improve. Because accountability of yourself, it cannot be delegated down. That is something that you have to do within yourself. Just like personal development, they talk about mindset. You must do that every day if your mind is not right. You got to be able to lead these people, lead them the right way. And so accountability of yourself, well, you got to push down accountability as well of them and their plan. The plan that you created for them with them, you got to hold them accountable to it. And sometimes it's going to be hard, sometimes it's going to be tough, but you got to put a boot in their ass. You really, really do. Because People love when you care about them. People love to be loved. I don't care who you are. Every single person loves to be cared about. They do. And I'll make calls like to my New Braunfels people. I've never even met them, but I know they love me and I love them because they tell me, because I check on them. I see how they're doing. I see if they need help with trading. I see if they need help with business because I care. And retention is going to be good if you care about people. People will never, ever, ever forget how you made them feel, whether it was good or whether it was bad. But we want to go on the good side. They will never forget. And when you use that force, you use that positivity and that energy of caring about people, you're gonna get their trust and you're gonna get their loyalty. There will be people that might not be able to stay in because of their funds, so they might get out, but they come back. Sometimes they come back like 5 times because they know that you care. That's it. And so you enforce accountability with their plans, right? And after that, you do a recheck. So I believe the first month or 2 are most critical. So, you know, you create the plan, you do products with them, and then you go and recheck to check to see if they're still going on the route, because you never know, some life, you know, things might have happened. You just never know. So again, it goes back to caring about them. And so it has to be genuine. Don't treat these customers as just a number, because you don't want to bring them in and then go out as fast as you're bringing them in. You want to keep that retention. And if you do not listen to anything else that I said today, just know that you must care about people. That's it. Caring about people will go a long way. It will. So you get a lot more with sugar than spice, right, guys? So that's basically what I had to talk about today. So the next person that we're gonna bring up, like, I haven't even met her either, Ashley. So I love her Instagram. If you don't follow her already, go ahead and follow her. When I need a boost of energy, when I need some positive vibes, like, she just attracts you, because you see every picture, she is so happy, she's so smiling, her videos are infectious, and that's what you want. Like, look at she's smiling already. That Colgate right there. So let's bring on Ashley.
Hi, thank you so much, Christina. Yo, you were fire. We haven't met, but I'm gonna be calling you because what you said was definitely necessary. I needed to hear it. I know we all needed to hear it. So thank you so much for that value. Guys, I'm gonna put my timer because I tend to talk a lot and lose track of time. All right, so yeah, for those of you that don't know me, my name is Ashley Aguilera, and guys, straight up, I've been part of I Am for over a year now, but I didn't start building until like 7 months ago, and in these 7 months, I have failed a lot. So everything that they were talking about, every single thing, like every single person, I'm just like, yes, 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 and that's all through experience. Like, you have to fail your way through success, and so I failed a lot, and I'm still gonna fail, and I'm so happy and grateful for it because that's how you learn. That's how you learn. So what I'm going to talk about is there's 4 different types of personalities, and I'm not going to talk about it in network marketing sense. I'm going to talk about it in colors, and I think it's really important because by the end of this section that I'm going to go over, you guys need to know where you're at. Like, what personality type are you? And then you also need to be hyper aware of all the different personality types, because you as a leader, if you're trying to build this, you need to be able to adapt. You need to be able to speak to every type of person, understand every person, because if not, you're going to push people away. And you don't want that, right? You don't want that. And at the end of the day, you have to genuinely care about these people, because if not, it's just not going to work. Network marketing is not going to work. And here's another thing. I know this is a women's call, so shout out to all the women out here. I want to let you guys know that, you know, contrary to like most belief, in network marketing, 77% are women distributors. So 77% are distributors that are women. And that comes from GoPro. That comes from like top dogs, right? I just didn't pull that out of my ass, right? So this is legit. Like, we run this shit. Why? Because we know how to like communicate. We know how to build relationships. Like Rocio's call today earlier was like, you could just be in an elevator and just grab someone's hand and be like, oh my God, I love your nails, right? If you're blue, probably, right? So let me get to that. Let me get to it. So blue. blue. I'm a blue. Okay, so there's 4 types of personalities, all right? So the first thing, first color is green, okay? So when you're green, you're very analytical, right? You love like spreadsheets, you love PowerPoints, you love being organized, you love all the details, right? You take very, like, when you're talking to greens, guys, they take their time making decisions. They gotta know that all their T's are, dots are, our I's are dotted, that they gotta make sure everything's in place. So if you're not a green, you gotta be able to understand greens and have compassion and patience with them, because that's how they run, that's how they operate, right? You can't just throw a green out and think that they're not qualified because they're taking longer to say yes, right? Because once greens say yes, they're all in, because they're calculated and they're in and they're doing it. Like they know the products, they will go through the back office, right? Okay, so that's a green. And the next thing is yellow. So yellows are very emotional. They want everybody to win. They feel a lot. They're also very caring. They want to make sure the vibe is chill, compassionate, right? So yellows, they're not going to be the ones usually like the first to present or the first to say yes. They probably will say yes just because they want to vibe, just because they need a friend. They need that support. They want to be a part of something. So yes, everyone wants to make money, right? But these yellows, sometimes they just want a squad. Like they just want that support, right? And you need those people in your organization. You want those people in your organization. Shout out to my girl Lily. Oh God, I could probably shout out so many people on different. I know my people so well, and that's where you have to be at. Like you need to know your people like the back of your hand. Okay. So the next color is red. So reds are like hella focused, they're hella confident, they love the status, they know that they're badass, and they want everybody to know they're badass, and I praise them. Like Rocio, Marianne, like they're there, they're in your face, they know what they're doing, they're confident, they're results driven, right? Like it's done, right? Like when they say chairman's done, they really mean it's done, and you can feel it, right? So that's a red, okay? Reds are awesome. So then there's blue, okay? 3 minutes here. So yeah, my boy Jesse, he's a red. Yeah, he's definitely a red. All right, so then you have blues. So blues are like super energetic, just have a lot of energy, love the hype, just want to be around people. They love people. They're at the events, they're at every event. Like they're the first ones, like, oh, I am a right? They're the ones starting that shit. Christopher Terry, I feel like he's a blue, right? Like he's just like like all over the place. So you need to know who you are. Like, are you a yellow? Are you a green? Are you a red? Are you a blue? And you need, like, sometimes you're a little bit of both, right? Like, I'm a yellow and a blue. So I'm like a purple, right? Like, I'm emotional, right? But point is, you need to know, like, when you're prospecting, this is important. Because if there's someone that's asking a million questions, right? Shout out to my greens. I'm like, right? But, like, I got to, like, make sure I get them the greens because I'm not a green. And the thing is, we need, like, there's no right or wrong, but for me, I'm just like, yo, like, why you gotta know everything? Just say yes, right? Like, because blues are just very, like, just do it, okay? Clara, shout out to my girl Clara. She even though she trusted me, so she just said yes in the beginning. But yeah, like, you gotta just know, right, when you're prospecting. And then most importantly, when you're leading, because when you're launching someone, and someone, maybe someone takes a little bit longer, they read, like, they're watching the video or the academy like 3 times, and you're like, bro, what, right? And it's like, well, like, they want to make sure that before they get to the go live, like, they're solid. But dude, once they go through the like, they're independent, right? So there's pros and cons to everything. There are weaknesses in every personality trait. Just like in everything, you got, you got that balance. But I'm not gonna touch up too on because I don't got time. But you definitely gotta, like, go out there and research the personalities, because then you'll be able to, like Christina said, retain people. Because this, at the end of the day, this is a relationship-based business. You need your reds, right? You need a Marianne that is dropping the breakdown every single day, the day before, and you're like, thank God, right? You need the Mariannes, right? You need the Rocios that will tell you straight up, like, what's the deal, the skill sets, okay? Then you need the Christinas. I feel like, just with the vibe, I feel like Christina maybe like a green, right? Like, she knew all the products. Like, she wants to make them show. Like, she has a system with her launch. I mean, we all do. But you need a little bit of everything, right? You need an Issa. you know, Isa, that's a yellow, that is so understanding, and she responds to me, you're good. She calls you, yo, what's up, babe? How you feel? That's what she calls it. She doesn't say what your numbers are. She's like, how are you feeling today? How you feeling today? And I'm like, girl, I'm good. I'm just out here, you know. So you need a little bit of everything, and you need the blues too. So like hype everybody up, right? When the vibe is low, you gotta hype them up, right? So know where you're at. Be able to encourage people, their personality trait, because when you have like a big salad and everything, that's when you blow up. That's when you have the sustainability. You need the ecosystem. So with that being said, so last but not least, we have Miss Marianne. So guys, I say this time and time again, it's so funny because we inspired each other. We had the same story when we first met. Like when I met her, she was just like, you know, next to John, asking questions, super coachable. What do I say? That she was on her phone 24/7. I was like, yo, she's out here like hustling, right? And then I saw that she hit P1, P2, and I was just like, oh my gosh. So she's the most consistent person that I have witnessed, right? She makes sure she knows all the questions, she knows all the answers to it, right? So I'm really excited. I know she's gonna throw down. So Marianne, oh, there you go. There's my timer. Marianne. Oh yeah, I needed my timer because the blues. All right.
Guys, hear me? Can you guys hear me?
We're out here. Yes.
Awesome. I got the icon hat, the pink. We out here. Thank you so much, Ashley. Just want to give it right back to you, boss woman. I want to give a huge shout out to all the speakers. However, bigger shout out to Ms. Rocio Iglesias for setting up this call, for putting this together, for thinking of every single person. So let's drop some kissy faces or red hearts or anything. Just go crazy in the chats to show love to all the women. Guys, we started this call. It was like around 120 something people. We're at 104. Y'all the real soldiers. Y'all the real troops. Y'all the real people out here who are still on this call. I want to first and foremost congratulate Rocio for going platinum 2000 and being able to actually get this together, put this together. So I'm very grateful for that. I'm not going to take up too much of your time. We had so much value from all of these amazing ladies, every single one of them. I'm going to be talking about self-confidence. I'm going to be talking about you becoming the greatest version of you creating the ideal you that you want to be, the person that you are most scared to be. That's who I'm going to show you how to actually become. And I'll go ahead and start doing that by sharing my story with you guys. So I've been in this company now, in this platform for the past 20 months, right? Almost 19 going on to 20 months. And when I got started, I was the most timid, shy. I had it in me. I had the fire in me because I was always, I'm a Leo. I've had the fire in me, but I was that person who was, how Rocio said today on the call, an extroverted introvert. And I honestly did not believe in myself. I didn't know that I had fire within me, that I was ready to unleash. And because of the fact that I was put in front of people like my mentors, like Scotty Huss, who really showed me how to truly believe in myself. He put me in front of the Word of God and really getting baptized and studying the self-confidence formula, which I'm going to talk about later. But that was something that truly inspired me to really realize that all I have to do is study myself. All I have to do is study how I function, how I work, so that I'm able to believe in myself and then give that to other people. Because you see, a lot of people, what they don't realize is that in this business, network marketing, or in this industry at all, like in this industry completely put together, the only thing that you need is self-confidence. You can literally sell a freaking pebble to, I don't know, to whatever, if you have the most confidence in this platform. So you want to realize, like, when you look at the word confidence, you have to understand that in the business of network marketing, or what it is that we're doing, and in entrepreneurship, you need to have confidence. And if you're someone who's weak, if you're someone that doesn't have confidence, I don't care how smart you are, I don't care how well prepared you are, it's going to be tough for you to win as an entrepreneur. Because when we look at confidence, we have to understand that right now, something that a lot of people face is fear, because fear is real. And you have to recognize that it exists before that we can conquer. You have to recognize that fear exists before you can actually go out there and conquer and have supreme confidence. And fear is psychological. It's something that it comes from the negative thoughts that we have. Fear is something that you just produce in your head from your imagination. And I actually had read like a post on the importance of your imagination and how it actually ties into fear and how you can actually construct the image of your future in your subconscious mind. Some of you guys won't get this. This is deep talk. Like this is something that if you can this is what Bob Proctor teaches. And if you have a burning desire, to conquer that fear, you're going to have a definite purpose for all that you desire, for the good that you desire. And God and the universe, whoever you believe in or whatever you believe in, is going to start conspiring to help you get to where it is that you want to go and help you reach your goal. And I'm here to tell you, like, fear is success number one enemy. Fear is success number one enemy. And you're probably like, why is she talking about fear? Well, self-confidence, in order for you to have self-confidence, you need to get rid of the fear, because fear stops people from capitalizing on opportunity. It stops you from being able to go out there and prospect. It stops you from being able to go out there and build your business, which is awful, because you never want to be in a position where you can't make it happen. So you want to, fear makes people sick. Fear stands for fear, false evidence appearing real. That's not good. Having fear in your mind or your body or your soul or your spirit is kind of like drinking spoiled milk. It's like drinking spoiled milk. Well, I don't know how that is because I drink almond milk. I don't drink no milk around here, no cow milk. But it's like drinking spoiled milk. Fear is bad, and it explains why millions of people accomplish very little. They never enjoy life. It's a powerful force. One way or another, fear prevents people from what they want in life. So you have to knock it out of here. You have to find a way to knock it out of the park. We were at Tony Robbins, and it was at Bob Proctor, the paradigm shift. He was talking about the terror barrier. And I have 3 minutes. I gotta go quick. The terror barrier, if you can crush that wall, that imaginary wall in front of you, you can do whatever it is that you want to do. And I'm here to tell you that confidence is something that's acquired. It's developed. You're not just born with confidence. You have to go out there and humiliate yourself. You have to be willing to put yourself in a position where people look, where you go out there and you talk to somebody and you probably are going to feel like the smallest person ever, but it has to happen. You have to go out there and embarrass yourself. You have to go out there and talk to people and put yourself in those positions, because that's what's going to allow you to create that confidence. When I first got started in this business, I would go to the malls. I would go up to people. Sometimes I would just walk up to somebody. I would freeze and I'll be like, and people would just be like, who is this crazy woman? I would go out and it was insane, because a lot of people, they look at us now. They look at all the women who just spoke on this panel right now, and they're like, oh my God, but how do I get like that? How do I speak like you? How can I prospect like you? Dude, no, we just messed up a lot. We just went out there and messed up a lot. We just went out there and spoke to a lot of people and got embarrassed and got humiliated and learned from those failures or challenges or whatever you want to consider them. Because action is what's going to cure fear. If you sit in your room, if you sit in your bedroom and you don't do anything about your fear, it's not going to go away. Because when you face tough problems, if you stay in the mud, you're not going to take any action. You have to face the problems. You have to go out there and face them. If you're stuck at a rank, or if you're not where you want to be in your life right now in general, you have to understand it's because you have that fear in your mind. And until you can get rid of it and create that self-confidence and going out there, and who cares? Like if you're scared to go out there and prospect, dude, those people are not going to pay your bills. Those people are not going to put food on your table. So you have to go on social media, because we're quarantined. We can't go out now. But you have to go on social media and talk to as many people as possible, because what's the worst that can happen? They're going to tell you no? Okay, awesome. What's the worst that can happen? They block you? Okay, awesome. What's the worst that can happen? Like, what? So 2 specific things that you can do to build confidence through being able to manage your memory bank. Managing your memory bank. Number 1, you must deposit only positive thoughts into your memory bank. I used to work at a bank, so this is a cool analogy. There's no reason for you to ever put negativity into your mind, and you only want to put positivity in your mind. The difference between successful and unsuccessful people is the way that they handle difficult situations, and that's all going to come through your thoughts. I literally made a post on Instagram about that literally yesterday on your thoughts and the way that you think, and that's going to affect your results. And number two, I'm going to give you number two now. You have the ability to when you're going towards your goals, I'm literally 20 seconds. When you're going towards your goals, towards chairman, towards Plan 2000, towards whatever goal it is that you have, you're working your butt off 7 days a week. You don't just work 6 days, have 1 day off. You don't just work 5 days and work. No. Like, it's 7 days a week. No days off. I don't care what you have going on in order to make this happen. You can ask every single person. You can ask Anthony. You can ask Scotty. You can ask John. You can ask all of the people who've hit chairman. They didn't hit chairman by taking a break. They didn't hit chairman by being a little bee. They didn't hit chairman by coming back down when they confronted a situation. They just made it happen. They had self-confidence and they went out there and crushed it. I'm going to leave you guys with this. Go out there and study the self-confidence formula. If you go on Google and you type in self-confidence formula, Napoleon Hill, you're going to have a little formula. Put it on your screensaver. Put it on your lock screen. This is something that Scotty Huss, he told me to do. Go out there, study the self-confidence formula from Think and Grow Rich, and put it on your screen. He had it on his fridge. So every time he would wake up, every time he would walk past the kitchen, he had it right there on in the kitchen, and he would read it. So read the self-confidence formula to yourself. That formula is made for a reason. If you don't have confidence, that's what you need to study. That's what you need to go out there and read every single day and put it on your screen and say your affirmations and speak to yourself as you love yourself, as the person that you truly are. And guys, I love each and every single one of you guys. I wish all of us would have had more time to speak to you guys, but it was a lot of panelists, a lot of information in a very small amount of time. And I'm very grateful to have been on this call. I'm going to pass it right back to Rocio. Girl, the floor is yours.
Wow. Can we blow up that chat for absolutely all of the speakers? Guys, I'm going to give you a little homework. The homework is go on Instagram and just post on your story the nugget that you took away, the biggest nugget that you took away, and tag everyone on this call. Let's blow up Instagram with this amazing power call, all right? And next time that we host one, we impact more people. I am just amazed. I took like 3 pages full of notes, and I'm just grateful for all of the boss women that are here. I want to make Chairwoman Wednesday a thing. I don't know if you girls are up for that. Let me know if you are, but I believe it's very powerful. Our voice as women, as leaders, to be heard, not just in our organization, but around all of I am in the network marketing industry. So I am very, very excited for what we just made happen today. And I just want to show gratitude to each and every single one of you ladies. Don't forget all of the power that you have. You can be a mother, you can be a daughter, you can be a sister, you can create life. You hella can create a big ass business, a big ass trading account. So do not forget the power that you have within you. And if you're a guy, don't forget the power that you have right next to you. So this is it for tonight. Remember, tag the quote that you took away and the speakers. Guys, I love each and every single one of you. I look forward to more Chairwoman Wednesdays.